Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Mercy Tierra's inspiration, along with it being a Scrapping the World YouTube hop. And so what we are doing is that one of the ladies that does the 27-day challenge, the inspiration hop, we were doing the seasons, and we came along and is now doing like traveling throughout whatever the case may be. It's travel themed, travel something. So as I am finishing up the travels to Charleston, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it literal and literally do traveling. And so this is going to be the last photo of or the last layout in my 12 by 12 album for Charleston. And it is on one of the naval ships. It's the runway deck to all of the airplanes, and then on the very tip of the Navy vessel is the awesome bridge that you go and you can get across between Charleston and then Mount Pleasant, I think is what it's called. And so we took a picture by that as well, just to state, yep, this is, kind of like our last photos. So what we're planning on doing here is that I also am still getting through all of the challenges over at the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I tend to be a little slow on scrapbooking, but I like to use all of her challenges throughout the month, throughout the next following month, and then I print out the next set, and then I go through July and so forth and so on. So this challenge is all about the white space. So I thought that this would be perfect on white space. So this collection is one of the hip kits. I don't know. It's either April or May. I can't remember which one this is. They all just tend to run together because they're all so full of goodies, and I just use them up until I'm done. And one of the papers from Heidi Swap has this complete white background, but it's like a marble. It's like granite marble type, and that is what I'm using for my white space. Now, I am following a sketch on Page Maps. It is June of 2010. I will link Page Maps down below. You can get all of their what am I thinking of? All of their sketches for free on their website, and you just have to go in there. And I did June 2010, and I actually have a double page layout that will be coming up as well for Charleston that is from that same one, because it actually worked out well to where when we traveled to one of the Army installations that was literally on a island, I had enough photos. I think I had five photos of that trip that I wanted to document. And so I was like, it actually ended up being perfect. Normally I never have enough photos for like a section of a trip or whatever, for certain places that I go. And this time I was able to. So this sketch also had some twine. And so I wanted to do a double twine. So I did this khaki twine here. And then I also did this other twine. It's like a teal with some silver in it. And I'm doing that as well. Now I am going to wrap it around because I really don't care because I have enough of this. So I'm going to wrap it around, and then I had to fix this. This was not straight. So here I am. I'm taking this off because I got to get this straight. This was driving me insane. I couldn't believe how crooked it was. But yeah, so make sure while you're watching me put this down, make sure that you go check out everybody in the YouTube hop. It'll be all linked down below. We have YouTube and Instagram for all of this. And you just have to sit back and follow it all day along with the hop and check it out, okay? There will be a ton of us. There's, let me see. As of right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 of us from the time of me from the time of me doing this voiceover. Now, when I'm doing this voiceover, they still have 6 days to get things to Mora, which normally is the one that does the Mercy Tiara's YouTube hop for the 27-day challenge. So, yeah, so make sure that you go check everybody out. It'll be all down on the links down below. And now I decided to take and I'm going to back the photos up, but first I'm going to use this because I don't want to add, it said white space, and I'm trying to keep it as white as possible and as not as busy as my normal layouts. And it still turned out well. I really, really, really like how this looks. I really like how this turns out. I love all the space. I love all the white space, and it still shows that it's me, and I think it's perfect. I think it's really good for it. And so here I am. I am just putting down the tissue paper, and then I'm going from there. So let's see here. It is, I've got this layout left. I've got one more layout of the vessel that we were able, it was like the little vessel. We were on the big vessel for this part of history for our trip. I honestly have to look it up and see which one this is, and that's where my documentation and my journaling is going to go on, is the other vessel that we have, because this one's going to talk about how we get through life and all of this kind of stuff, and how we like to do this type of stuff, and that. And then I decided to do my journaling in between the bow, just so that it had something going down it, and I thought it was perfect because I already glued it, and it looked really good to put the journaling. So I add that, and then I did have to add a little bit more to it. But I have that left, and then, like I said, I have the double page layout left, and it's all of the historical stuff that we went to go visit. And then this is done. So I think I am up to 6 albums now being finished this year. I stated back in January that I was going to finish up everything that it has been started, or like my smaller trips to get it done. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So this one is done. I think my next trip is going to be that I'm going to start. I think the next trip I'm going to start is my Cuba one from last year. This year we didn't get to be able to go anywhere, so unfortunately I don't have a trip to Scrapbook. But I think I'll start on Cuba, because I do have some of the, what am I thinking of? Some of the collections that I want to use. I'm just waiting for a kit from Christina to bring the rest of it. So I should be able to do most of Cuba and Miami and the islands that we went to, whichever ones it was, the Bahamas. And yeah, so that is why I absolutely love trying to finish it. But I know that I have to finish up Kaylin's summer stuff from last year. I also have to finish, I want to finish up her soccer, so I'm completely caught up, because I have all of last year's stuff yet to do, and then the one photo from this year. And I want to be able to document that and put it in her soccer book. It's going to go in her soccer book and not the quarantine stuff. And then I want to be able to start my first year teaching Traveler's Notebook and do that as well. So I have ambiguous goals, but I have all the way through until, December. But I can get quite a bit done. I've been able to get layouts, and I'm backed up with layouts, which is a good thing, because then when I don't have design teams and other things laid out there for me to do, I have regular process videos to put up in between there and whatnot. So I should be able to stay pretty well 3 layouts per week. I try not to do much more than that. This week is going to look a little crazy because I'll have quite a bit up. I'm literally going, it looks like I literally was going like 4 or 5 days in a row, but it starts the 10th, and then I had one on the 10th, the 11th, the 12th. I do have to put one up the 13th, and then this one's the 14th. So it looks like I was trying to go a video a day, but ultimately it just ended up being where things landed for design team layouts and then collaborations and things like that. So you'll get quite a bit of videos, and then it'll go back to normal again where it'll be a couple videos here and there. So yeah, outside of that, I am just embellishing up. I think that everything looks really, really good. And I absolutely love like these little bits, like the watering can has nothing to do with this. The watering, the rain boots has nothing to do with this. The colors match. So that's why I wanted to stick to the blues, because there's a lot of blues on this photo just because it was a really good day. And then my husband's shirt is like completely off the wall on this, but I don't care. But my shirt, I followed my shirt and my skirt with the sky for some odd reason. And so most of the photos that you see outside of his shirt is all blues and pinks, because even my shirt in the sleeves has pink. You can't probably see it on camera, but it's there. And so I just add a bunch. I do the splatters, and then that is it. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. I do upload normally 2 to 3 times a week. Right now, lately, it's been 3. I do traveler's notebooks, 12 by 12, and design team layouts. Make sure that you do hit that subscribe button and that bell to know each and every time that I do upload, along with make sure you go check out everybody else. I hope that everybody's staying safe, staying sane as well, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.